thing would be, as I indicated a little bit before, teaching people how to think. My counterpart, Becky Seamers, who operates our combination skilled nursing assisted living, really gave some great examples in her community, but I have a pretty similar practice with my staff. Rather than just talking about what we do, we talk about what goes wrong during the course of these different emergencies, whether it's, like we talked about, transportation changing, or, key community systems going offline and stuff like that. It really is about teaching people how to think through those situations, but also expressing confidence in them so that they feel ready to make those decisions. The reality is we can always talk after a decision about ways that we can improve that. But the reality is, if you help people think about, what they would do and help to, facilitate those lines of thinking, you really do find that people grow confident, and you help to build them into future leaders that can do this as well. And that's one of my favorite parts of my job. So that's definitely one major thing. I think the other thing is definitely more of a long-term thing, and that's the importance of communication with your families. During the course of all of the fire starting and emergency services beginning to issue alerts, the phone begins to ring, and your phone is always busy in your community, but at that point you have regulatory agencies, other communities, and families all calling at the same time to try to find out what's going on, and everybody deserves that information. So for us, it was making sure that we had really good messaging going out. I met with my receptionist, who was outstanding, and just said, these are the points we want to make. This is where we're headed. We'd love to have families meet us there, and kind of here are the main things. I also followed that up with an email, just a simple email that says, hey, here's where we are, here's where we're going, more to come. And it at least gives families something to hold on to. And then after we were all at our first location and safe, I did the same thing. And I continued with a daily email or video call where I invited all of our families to join us every day until we were back home and safe at the community. And the feedback that I got from families, just knowing what's going on, where people are, how they're doing, what we're working on that day. One day I went out and bought a whole bunch of hair stuff, and we just had like a manicure and hair day just to kind of get some normal and some fun back, and for families to see those pictures and go, okay, my mom isn't at home, but she's doing okay. It's the little things that become the big things in those moments. They can overlook the fact that you've had to buy 3 toothbrushes this week because they know that the big stuff is taken care of. So I think communication is definitely something that I think is so critical, and that our families are really looking for throughout that, and just as regularly as possible is really key.